I usually try to avoid wading into the treacherous waters of the culture wars, but every once in a while something happens and I just can't stay quiet. And this is one of those times. Hi y'all, SnarkyJay cosplay here. So Johns Hopkins University has this inclusive language guide, and within it they have an LGBTQ glossary. And just this week they made some major changes to a lot of that glossary. And most of it involved removing the word woman or women from the glossary. You heard me right. So the major change, and what made me think about making this video, is that the definition within this dictionary for the word lesbian used to be a woman who is attracted to another woman. That's what a lesbian has always been. And now Johns Hopkins University has changed this definition to a non-man that is attracted to another non-man. So in other words, a lesbian is no longer a woman attracted to women, it's a non-man attracted to non-men. So they erased the word woman. Heaven forbid it offends somebody. And the whole point of why they erased the word woman is because they wanted the definition for lesbian to be more inclusive to non-binary people who may use the term lesbian. But the interesting thing about this is that for inclusive as they're trying to be, the definition for gay is still a man who is attracted to other men. In other words, man himself does not need to be changed or redefined, but woman does. A woman is now not defined by being a woman, she's only defined by the fact that she is not a man. So in a world where the entertainment industry is so hell-bent on pushing content with female leads at us, and don't get me wrong, as somebody who is a female, I really like the inclusion of women in media, so that's not what I'm complaining about. But where Hollywood is trying to turn the force female, society and politics are actively working to erase women. Now, we live in a culture where if you happen to make a statement about something that was created by a woman, led by women, etc., if you say you don't like this piece of content, you are inherently a misogynist. I have been made aware of my own misogynistic tendencies every time I've made the statement that I didn't like the TV series She-Hulk, or made a statement about the franchise-killing banshee Kathleen Kennedy. And I'm not going to say I don't see misogyny every day. I see it myself within my own channel. Anytime a man in my comments section doesn't agree with me, he tends to go one of two different routes. He either insults my intelligence or accuses me of being a whore for the simple crime of sitting in my bedroom fully clothed and talking about nerd stuff. So in my opinion, what Hollywood is doing is not entirely wrong. There is work to be done here. And I think that putting women at the forefront of, say, superhero and sci-fi content, and I'm not saying specifically at the forefront, but at the very least more than sex objects and romantic partners, I think putting female characters in better positions within this content will do a lot of good to change attitudes towards women as a whole. But when politically being a woman is now a crime, what exactly is the right move here? Hollywood says we need more female leads. The future is female. But Washington and Ivy League universities tell us there is no such thing as a woman. There are menstruating people, birth givers, and vulva owners. And using the word woman is not only cruel and exclusionary, but it's almost a crime that you deserve to be punished for. It feels to me like politically, women in society are being pushed back into the Dark Ages. Let me put this into context for you. America declared its independence in 1776, and the 19th Amendment, which gave women the right to vote, was only put in place in 1920. Women's suffrage in America is literally the same age as commercially licensed radio. And over the past 100 years, women have fought to prove that we deserve the right to vote. We fought our way into the workplace, fought to become more than just mothers and housewives, fought to enter big important spaces like tech and science, and fought to break a glass ceiling placed over our heads by the powers that be. And yet we now live in a world world where all of these achievements achieved by women are being undermined in the service of saying that women do not exist. Or, you know, for some reason, shouldn't exist. Interesting that in a society that preaches inclusion, people that are proud to call themselves women are now being told that their very identity, their very existence is a threat to others. I am now being treated as if my propensity to wake up and present myself to the world as a cisgendered heterosexual woman is an active attack on others. Unfortunately, I don't have all the answers as to why this is happening, to what end, or what should and could be done about all of this. But I will say this: I am a menstruating person, a potential birth giver, a proud vulva owner, and above all that, I am a woman, and I am proud of my identity as a woman. I am proud of what it means to be a woman. I am proud of my femininity, and no out-of-touch, politically correct university or ham-fisted inclusivity police force will ever change that. And that's all from me. I've been SnarkyJay. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and let me know your thoughts on Johns Hopkins' new inclusive language guide in the comments below.